bunch of different skills that we learned.
Actually, it looks really helpful.
So we're cleaning up the cemetery. You leaving?
Why you going? I'm playing.
Oh, calm down before you fall. That's the wrong way. I'm trying to see this tombstone. Yo, they said there's bodies every inch of this place. And we trying to clear it out. Because it's a whole forest, basically. Aw, even these little kids are helping us out. Yo, I'm over here bleeding.
Get it in
everywhere. Got my ankle. My ankle's out.
Right there. All me. I know. All right.
Dion, sir.
Hey, tell him we out here working. We out.
Oh my god.
Check this out. Check this out. On the dead homie. On the dead homie, bro.
On the what?
On the dead homie.
Not on beat. The way she's doing it. Hey guys, it's Bree. It is currently January 16th, and today was supposed to be our first day of classes, you know, first day of second semester. I was all excited, but then I heard some things about a snowstorm coming. Let's see if I can get this through here. And you can still see some of the snow. I went outside a little while ago just to get the ice off of my car. But, yeah, you can still see some of the snow. But, yeah, so we didn't have class today. They canceled class, which was cool for the most part. Was cool for the most part. I feel like I'm behind and like I don't know what I'm doing because we haven't been in class. And especially one of my classes hasn't even posted their calendar. Like, it's just all over the place. So today I spent my day planning, and I'm about to go into showing you guys how you can prepare for nursing school and how I prepared for this semester. So if you want to see that, stay tuned. Hey guys, so like I said, I'm just gonna go into how I'm planning for this semester. My quote, at least for, I'm gonna say for this month of January, you know, just to start things off, is have Godfidence. I saw this on a video on Twitter just now, but basically just having confidence in God. Like, no matter what you're going through, no matter how things look, God has placed you on this path so that you can get something out of it. Like, nothing happens to you, everything happens for you. So even if it looks bad right now, it's gonna go a different direction, and I just need to do my part and let God do the rest. So yeah, that's my quote for right now. Thought I would show you guys that, but let's get into it. I guess I'm gonna start with my books. I've been reading this one, which is really heavy. This is the biggest textbook I've ever had in my life. Do y'all see how thick that is? This is our med-surg textbook, and this is the study guide. This has just a lot of worksheets that you can do in it, so I think that'll be really helpful for like reviewing. This is the clinical companion. It's like a mini book for like different clinical things you would need to know about the diseases. So actually it looks really helpful just from a 2-second glance of it. Into women and children's, which we have maternal child nursing care books, and this is the study guide that goes with that. This, I haven't even opened this one yet. I just got this one. This is the last book that I got. IV medications. These are my psych books. Foundations of Psychiatric Mental Health Nursing. Most of these, well, this is a rental. Actually, no, I bought this from somebody. It's awkward. Definitely says rental. But yeah, so psych textbook. And then we also have Manual of Psychiatric Nursing Care Planning book, child abuse, different diagnoses you can see with psychiatric patients. And then we have a psych notes book, or like little I don't even know what you would call this. Disorders, drugs, crisis, assessment, basics. So I'm sure we'll go through all of that too. I have one for each of my classes, 2 green and 1 white. And then I have a folder because they said that we need a blue 3-prong folder for clinicals, and I already printed out some of my paperwork that I know I'm gonna have to turn in this week in here. If you want to see what's in my clinical bag, it's pretty much the same stuff, so I'll link that above. Just a few tips for the semester when you're preparing for everything. I think you need to write everything down in one place. I have a problem with studying every day, so I think my first step is going to be starting studying every day. My goal is to do 2 hours at least every day, but even if that means studying for 1 good hour every day, I think I'd be happy with myself with that. Make sure that you're separating your time up. Study med-surg because you have a test coming up. Study all 3. You know, if you need to focus most of your time, like if you need to do 2 hours on med-surg and like 30 minutes on the others, then that's fine. But you need to make sure that you're getting those repetitions in with your notes. That's one of the things that I've told my friends recently, is that with nursing school, I think the biggest thing is repetition. Seeing it over and over and over again, there's no way that you're gonna get to the test and be like, I don't remember. So even though it's application based testing, if you remember exactly what it says in your notes, then you can remember that, play that back in your head, and then be like, oh, okay, and that relates to this in this way. You know, so that way you'll get the right answer for the test. Also, in my drug book, we had a drug list that we had to do before med-surg. That was our first assignment. And when I went through, I went ahead and flagged all of the drugs with like those little sticky note flags. Yeah, I don't know where they are. They're over there actually. The little sticky note flags, I have like a whole set that my church gave me, but just flag those drugs to where you can flip to them pretty easily. And like if you need to do that with your little books too, like if there's a disease that you see a lot, like hypertension, and you need to just be able to flip there. That's funny, I went right to it. That was really weird. Okay, but no, if you like, you could just flag right here. On my drugs, I did it by class. What color I did, because I have about 5 colors. I also color code my classes in my planner, so I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Basically, on this side here, I do it for every week just so that I remember, but I have a little green square and it says med-surg next to it, and all the writing that you see in green is med-surg, so Tuesday and Wednesday is all med-surg. This pinkish purplish color is women and children's, like it's like a burgundy color. And there's some women and children's stuff on Thursday that we have this week, so that's what's there. And then psych is in purple, and I don't know when we're having psych yet because they haven't posted the schedule. And you can also do that with your notes. I like to color code my notes. I color code everything. And I would say if they give you stuff to read before school or stuff to look at before school, always do it. One little saying that I want to share with you guys is prepare, share, review, and relax. So basically prepare. This is when it comes to a test. Basically preparing is studying, reading, listening to lectures, listening to other like podcasts and stuff that you might find. Then share. So share is when you actually go and find a friend that may not be in nursing school, may be in nursing school, but someone that you can share the information that you need to know with them and help them to understand, or at least get a basic understanding of what you're talking about. Because if you can explain it to someone else, then that means that you really got it, that it's really ingrained in your memory. So the next step is to review. So review would be just going back that last time before the test over your notes, just reviewing it, especially the stuff that you don't know. Like, don't review the stuff that you definitely know, you definitely shared with someone, you know, that you definitely understand. Don't spend time reviewing that stuff. If it's already in your head, then you don't need to review it. And then just relax. When it comes to test taking time, I know I get to a point where I'm like shaking, and I talked about my anxiety in a past video as well, but it's just a whole nother level of terror. So for me, the thing that I have to do is just relax. If you need to take some aromatherapy with you, like a piece of gum, some lavender lotion, some peppermint lotion, whatever it is for you that works to calm you down. And then also just pray. Like, that's part of the relaxing stage, is having that Godfidence that once you've prayed and once you've done your part, you know God's gonna do his. So at that point, why are you scared? You've done your part. God's going to do his part, has already done his part, and he's going to continue to do his part. So why are you scared? I don't even know. I don't even know why I'd be scared. But I'm going to stop being scared. I'm going to start having Godfidence. And I hope you guys start having Godfidence as well. I hope you guys are enjoying this vlog. And I will see you guys tomorrow.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And in pediatrics, you learn a lot about ears, because kids get a lot of what? Ear infections, right? So we have the outer ear, the middle ear, and the inner ear. So why don't you look at question number 22. The ear is divided into 3 parts. What is your answer there? And here is a picture. Let's look at question 21. A ruptured eardrum could be the cause of what type of hearing loss? Conductive. It doesn't conduct past that point.
Hey guys, so today is Friday, and today we had our first med-surg lab, which was called Mega Lab. It was a bunch of different skills that we learned all in one. So we did orientation with our like simulation men. We did NG tubes. That was the last station I went to. We did dressing changes, like the IV dressing change, and then the actual IV, like hooking up the IV pumps, and also whenever we have like piggyback, having to do that, and then also like IV push medications. So we did all of that today. It was super interesting. I think that we should have done IV like hookup along with the actual IV stick, because I think those two skills definitely go together. But you know, we'll learn the stick eventually, I'm sure. And then I just really want my clinical schedule so that I can know what my schedule's gonna look like. And I need to go home and study for med-surg, because we have a test not this upcoming week but the week after, and we have clinicals that same week. So I know that I'm not gonna have a lot of time to study, because we have clinicals on Monday and Tuesday. And then we have actually 2 tests that week on Wednesday and Thursday. So it's just gonna be a lot. We have a lot of labs coming up, so I know I'm not gonna want to study a whole lot. So I have to get myself in the habit of studying consistently, even when I don't want to. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Today was really fun. Everything was really fun. We got to do like little partners and just, you know, do the NG2. We got to do the little, she was saying that if you don't roll the clamp on the IV meds, or like on the IV solution, that it's gonna spill all over you. And I did it right for the first one, but then when we hooked up the piggyback to it, I completely forgot to roll the the clamp, and it was legit all over me. So remember to roll your IV clamp. Remember, that's the first step. So that it's not all over you. And it was all over the ground too. So yeah. But I'm gonna go, like I said, I'm gonna go study. I'm always headed to the grocery store as well, and it's because I'm always out of food. I actually have food for like my meals, but I keep running out of snacks. So I'm gonna go get me some hummus and some salsa, because I like putting salsa on things. So yes, and I'm gonna go eat my salad that I made at the house as well. So I will see you guys later. Right now I'm feeding one of my residents an Ensure, and I'm about to have to go back to, you heard the beeping, someone else is calling me, but I try and get her to drink when I can, so she's drinking today, so try and get her to drink the whole Ensure thing. Hey guys, so while I'm here feeding my patient, just thought I would tell you guys how things are going. I'm kind of stressed by my schedule. I'm sure we all are as nursing students, stressed by our schedule, but it's just a whole bunch. Like every single day we have a lab for the next like 3 weeks, then we have a test, and I have my first clinical day is during that test week, and it's just crazy. And then I don't even have my clinical schedule other than knowing that I go to clinical at some point that week, you know? I don't know what day, I don't know what time, I don't know where really. So that's what's bothering me, is that I don't know my clinical schedule. But everything else is going well. I like most of my teachers, and I just have to work really hard this semester. So I'm gonna end this video right here, you guys. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment down below, and like I said, as always, subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
You glow, girl. Don't act like you don't know, girl. Yeah.